Hello everybody and welcome back to An Idiot's Road to Glory, where we are starting the episode off on the marquee matchup screen, which is not something that we've done very much so far this year. But if we're going to do this Road to Glory, and I've realised recently we need to properly smash at it, grind it, get coins, do stuff and make a sick team if we're going to eventually get the holy grail of an elite FUT Champs finish. So we're starting off with some marquee matchups, both opening the packs and also asking for your guys' help. So for this you get, for doing the whole thing, a Prime Gold Players Pack, which I'm pretty sure is a 35k pack, but don't quote me on it. You get, for this one, a Gold Players Pack, which is a 25k pack for the Napoli and Rome one. You get a Gold Pack, so a 5k pack, which is proper dead, which is, it's ironic as well that this one costs the most to do, kind of, I suppose. This one you get a small Prime Gold Players Pack, which is probably like a 12.5k pack or 17k pack or something stupid like that. And this one, a Premium Gold Players Pack, which is a 25k pack. So, Napoli and Roma, you just need one Napoli player, one Roma player, and I did it with all players in my club. We've got like an untradeable Lichtsteiner and stuff like that to get the rating up. Very, very nice. We're just going to go straight up and just trade that Serie A squad in and get our gold. Yeah, our Gold Players Pack. So that's a 25k pack, isn't it? The one that gives you 3 rare players and loads more non-ones. We've done the Orlando versus DC one, which is stupidly the most expensive one to do, and it gives the worst pack. Most expensive in terms of all of the players apart from the DC players I had in my club, or the DC and Orlando players I had in my club. I was actually lucky that I had this dude, just random bronze Miranda who plays for DC, but to buy them if you don't already have them, they actually cost quite a lot. I sniped this guy off the market for 1900 coins. I think the cheapest one for Orlando is about 3k or something like that. So it's mad that it gives the worst pack, but it costs the most because people just don't have them knocking around in their club, so they become worth quite a lot of coins. I did try to snipe them, but it's Monday afternoon, everyone's in work and school, no one's really opening packs, and I was trying to make some coins off it, but I luckily got my one and then didn't really see another one, so we left that alone and just finished off the SBC. Into this one, you need Chelsea or Man City players. I've got myself an untradeable Giroud. Drinkwater, I got an untradeable Ake as well. I think there's an untradeable Jack Wilshere in there too. Yes, just trading in random rubbish from a club. It lets you use bronzes. You don't even have to do a rating. So thank you very much. We'll take a Gold Players Pack for that. And then the Spartak one. Again, just add a few random Russian League players in my club and filled it in with... No, yeah, Russian League players, and then filled it in with Turkish League players just because you had to get the rating up to 79 and I used the silver. So I chucked in like an 82 Turan who's worth like 900 coins and stuff like that. So, I mean, this one probably is worth more, and the Chelsea City one is probably worth more if you sold the whole team than that DC one. But it is just funny that the actual players that you need cost the most for the worst one. But anyway, there we go. Trade them in. Off we pop. We'll take our Premium Gold Players Pack, and then we will take our completed thing, getting a Prime Gold Players Pack as well. So that is the packs. That is the SBC done, and that is hopefully going to get us some good stuff to keep improving our team and having some fun with the coins. We've got 41,000 at the moment. We're going to get, well, I'll show you guys what we're going to get afterwards. I'll show you guys how we got on in FUT Champs. So you'll see how many coins we're going to get and what packs we're going to get there, and basically just work towards improving this team, because as you know, in the last episode, I was having a little bit of a mid-team crisis, or a mid-FUT Champs crisis, more like a 5/6 of the way through FUT Champs crisis. It was just over 3/4 of the way through, and I just basically binned off the team. So I'm going to show you now what our new team is. We're then going to open the packs later on. I'm going to speak a little bit about the team, show you guys some gameplay playing with the team in FUT Champs, show you how we then got on in FUT Champs, and then we'll open them packs after we've talked about what players we might like to change in the team and upgrade it, and see if we can get something good in them packs for then you guys to suggest what to do. So lots of action in this episode, which is very good, which is very unlike me, and is what I need to be doing in this Road to Glory, because let's just jump into the squad and I'll talk about it while we also talk about the fact that I'm going to start smashing this Road to Glory. I absolutely love FIFA, and I know everyone hates FIFA at the moment. Well, no, people don't hate FIFA. It's a very small but very vocal collective of people saying FIFA is dead. FIFA's not dead. It's still like one of the most popular games in the world. It's still the most popular football game. Yeah, it might be the best FIFA in years, but I still do absolutely love FIFA, and there's just a few things that they need to fix, and I will be absolutely 100% addicted to this game. And literally the main thing is FUT Champs. People say it all the time, people moan about it, people say, oh, you're salty because you're bad, people say, oh, it's fine, the pros can do it. the format's just irrelevant of how you do, irrelevant of if you're good at FIFA or not. The format's just a bit dead. Like 40 games in 3 days, 2.5 days is stupid. Just make an ELO system like League of Legends and I'd be addicted to it like I'm addicted to League of Legends. It's as simple as that. If I could jump on and play 3 ranked games of FIFA a day, I wouldn't play 3. I'd play so many. The thing that tilts me most about FUT Champs isn't the fact that you lose, it's that it's one of your 40, if that makes sense. There's no option to be like, oh no, I've lost that game and I've lost a bit of rating. Let me go and win another game and get my rating back, because it doesn't work like that. Once you've lost, that game's just gone forever. You can never replace that game with a win, if that makes sense. It's like on League, say you're silver like me. Say you're like silver, I think I'm silver 3 at the moment. I haven't played that much of it this year. And you need 100 points to rank up to the next division to silver 2. And I'm on 80 and I lose a game and I lose 15 points. I'm like, oh no, it's not that game gone. You just play another game and you game 20 for winning and it's fine. But FIFA doesn't work like that and it really annoys me. But anyway, I do love FIFA. I've actually started getting into more of the outside of just playing FIFA and like actually looking at why I'm losing and how to make more coins and stuff like that. And I do want your guys' help with it. But I'm kind of waffling, so I'm going to show you about my team first of all. Right, so we've shaped it up a lot, and the main thing we've done is try, and I say try because it's sort of fixed the team, try to get a good goalie in, and also bring back the depth centre-back and right-back. So we have got Bailey and Valencia back. It's just FIFA. Like, I say I want to have fun with the game, but you can't have fun with defending. You just need good defenders. We can have as much fun as we want in the midfield and up front and like spice it up, get new players and stuff, but the meta's just too strong at the back and you just need them. There's no fun in defending on FIFA. It's not like, oh, look at that fancy tackle and I defended, and it's just not. Just have Bailey and tackle him. That's just FIFA. And on the other side, I did try to spice it up a little bit, just to spice up the midfield, and I got myself Alexandro, who is quality. Wait, oh yeah, of course he's only played. I was like, why hasn't he played 7 games? That's because it was the last 7 games of the FUT Champs. I only traded just then. We got a 36,000 coin pickup of Alan in form, who is mental. Oh, look at his stats. It's only a shooting that is under 80, and who cares? He never gets forward anyway. He is absolutely ridiculous. 98 stamina, 89 aggression, 91 interceptions, 81 pace. He's even good at dribbling and stuff like that. He is very, very, very good. And then we've got Benatia, who is also very solid. Little bit questionable about whether he's actually as good as Boateng. Like, I would put Alan on the same level as Vidal. I would put Alexandro on the same level as Alaba. I'm not sure if I would put Benatia on the same level as Boateng. And I ridiculously wouldn't put Buffon on the same level as Farman. It's stupid, I know. He's not on the same level as De Gea anyway, but you can argue. I know Buffon won goalie of the year, but it was kind of like a retirement honorary thing as much as it was him actually being the best, I think. De Gea is probably the best goalie in the world. Maybe you could argue Neuer is, but he's definitely the best goalie on FIFA, so you can't really say anything about that. But the fact that Buffon is worse than Farman, it really annoys me. But anyway, we're going to jump into a game. You guys can see up front, we've also got Arnautovic and Gabriel Jesus next to Sané and Salah. I should probably actually show you how this team sets up in game before we jump into a match. Very, very similar to this. We have Salah up front. We have Arnautovic right cam. We have Herrera CDM. Herrera's actually quality as well, by the way, before you guys go laughing at me. 87 stamina and 86 interceptions with decent acceleration, decent passing and dribbling. He's solid. I really like him. He gets the job done. And the thing for me is that he's 6 foot. I didn't know that. I thought he was tiny, but he's actually alright, and he's got a bit of strength about him as well. So yeah. Anyway, that's the team in game. We'll come back and I'll show you some stats about the players afterwards. But for now, let's just jump into, I think this was, I don't know if it was the first game I played with this team, but it was one of the first games. It was one of the most interesting ones where we matched up against this sort of super team and that bloody lone Maradona who was the bane of my life in this FUT Champs. So it starts off in the 27th minute with me getting myself a corner, trying to work a nice little chance. Comes out to Alan on the edge of the box and a bit of a dodgy ball in. Bailey picks it up and we get absolutely smashed on the counter. Now, if you guys were paying attention to the radar, you will have noticed that there was only one player from my defence back marking his one forward. Bit ridiculous, and he manages to smash it in with Bailey. Not Bailey. Bailey's the centre-back, but yeah. Potential poor goalkeeping from Buffon, I will say. Maybe Farman would have saved that. But we will come on to that after this game. Arnautovic picking up the ball in midfield. Arnautovic is actually sick. I'll show you his stats after this. He's one of like the hidden gems of this team. Nice little turn by Salah. Beautiful ball around the corner. And Arnautovic finishes it off. Maybe got a little bit lucky on the through ball and potentially shouldn't have been going for that pass, but it worked and Arnautovic tucked it away. very, very nicely. Again, Salah's involved because he always is, and he's absolutely insane. Insane little bit of dribbling there. Ball rolls into the space, slots it across to Sané, and Sané isn't going to miss in the 45th minute from the 6-yard box. That was an absolutely glorious goal. That's one of the best goals I've scored this FUT Champs, to be honest with you. I wish FIFA was that fluid all of the time, but it does seem to swing around, like swing and go around in circles about button delay and stuff like that, and it's never quite the same game to game. But that was nice. Here, absolutely God knows, like, even in the same game, like, why is that pass gone that way from Herrera? I don't know. But I was just like, screw this, it's the 85th minute. He isn't scoring, just clatter him and just foul him. And then we paused it to bring on some subs. You can see Jesus was a bit tired, Herrera was a bit tired. Brought on like Meunier and stuff like that, as you guys can see. And this guy's got himself a free kick where he literally just passes it into my box and no one's marking Fred. And he taps it away in the 85th minute to make it 2-2. Again, questions about whether Buffon should have saved it. Very questionable marking, both from me and from the AI. And I thought I was going to pull it back in the 90th minute with this free kick, sorry, but Alexandro was offside and Alexandro missed it anyway. So he went on to extra time against the prime Shevchenko, the prime Maradona, that bloody informed Bailey that they have on left mid, in what was reasonably close. I mean, the stats make it look kind of close, but look at where my shots are compared to look at where his shots are. It was a little bit of domination and we just couldn't quite get it to go in. Begovic was playing very, very nice until Son clipped the ball around him and Begovic absolutely clattered them in the 93rd minute in extra time. Only got himself a yellow card because goalies can't get sent off, but Salah stepped up and tucked it away nicely down the middle to make it 3-2. He doesn't miss. He doesn't miss pens, he doesn't miss shots, he doesn't miss anything. Salah is ridiculous. Again, another one of them FIFA things, like what is that first touch from Meunier? And I don't know where this foul has even come from. But the guy's got himself another free kick, and he's going for another one of these free kick routine things. His one, unfortunately, actually works because Gabriel Jesus / me ignored the ball, and Fred scores another one. Very frustrating. Got caught from our own corner, and then 2 free kicks. But luckily, our luck is in, and Son gets very jammy off a rebound and makes it 4-3 not too long after that. So, scoring for fun, conceding goals that we probably shouldn't be conceding, and that really aren't the player's fault. So I couldn't moan too much about this one. Don't know what he's doing there with his offside trap or whatever. Son will take a free goal and make it 5-3. That was properly stupid by him. I think he was kind of getting desperate for the comeback and trying to push all his players up the pitch. And I just stepped in and was like, cheers, mate. I'll have a goal. And then we just sort of slowing the game down, playing it round with Alan. Salah was somehow back in midfield, and I just went for a cheeky little backheel through ball and a ridiculous outside of the boot finish from Salah, and that guy pressed the Xbox button. So brilliant. Let's jump back to the team and I'll show you guys a little bit more about them and show you some of their stats now that you've seen them in action. So Salah, of course, is mental. 38 games he has now played for me and scored 40 goals, which is mental. He's actually ridiculous. Like, he's the only player I've ever had in FIFA who's averaged over 1 goal per game in FUT Champs. It's nuts. And I'm pretty sure one of them games is me just going into a game and quitting the game to get rid of the Vries red card. I can't remember if I actually did that or not, but it doesn't matter anyway. He's absolutely sick, basically, is the long and short of that. He is unreal. He's even got 22 assists to go along with it, which is nutty and just a bonus. Arnautovic has now played 7 games, scored 4 goals and got 2 assists from right cam. I think that's pretty decent. He only cost me, well, I say only, he cost me 87k. But the thing that I really like about him, and you're going to see it in the next game, is that he's 6'4". He's got decent pace, he's got decent shooting, he's got very good dribbling for someone who's absolutely massive. His balance is a little bit low, but his ball control and dribbling and stuff like that is very high. 90 strength, that is the thing that I like. The 90 strength, the 6'4". Not the best head and accuracy at 79, but then back post LB Rabona crosses, that LT, sorry, Rabona crosses you do, you can't miss anyway, so it doesn't really matter, and he's really, really good. Bit of a hidden gem, I would say. Not many people are going to go for a striker Arnautovic, West Ham in form from Austria. Do you know what I mean? But he's actually really good if you can slot him into your team. Sané is probably the weak link of this team. He did score in that game, but it was literally just a tap-in. Yeah, I have got his non-upgraded card for 3,000 coins. I could get the upgraded one. Kind of wish I had the player of the month, but yeah, I'm not really sure what to do about Sané, to be perfectly honest with you. He's decent, he gets the job done, but he's not absolutely incredible. Gabriel Jesus is sick. He plays cam, he scored 5 goals and got 7 assists in 7 games. He's almost averaging a goal a game, he gets an assist a game, and he's doing it from cam. Really, really good player. Herrera, can't say anything wrong about him. Allen, can't say anything wrong about him. Like I said, Benatia, not sure if he's on the same level as Boateng. And Buffon, you can't really fault him for 2 of the goals. Maybe one of them, the one where Bailey scored in the first minute. Or the first goal, sorry. You could have done better. Maybe could have done better with his feet for another one. I don't think he has the saves with feet trait, which is, I think, the problem with him. It's better in every stat than Farman, apart from reflexes. But he doesn't have that trait, and he doesn't seem to do particularly else. I am struggling with goalies, and that is something that we are going to need to address, and it's something you're going to see in the next game as well, as we jump in to another match with this team against an absolute god squad. So I thought I'd show you. I don't want to show you guys 40 games of FIFA every weekend, so I'm just going to show you some of the fun games. This guy's team's mad. Prime Henry, Prime Hadji, 96 Ronaldo. I don't think that's Prime Pierre, actually. Might be Prime Blanc. I think it was Prime Bergkamp. Team of the Year De Bruyne. But what was his defence? He had his Red Ginter and Diekmeyer at the back, which was very, 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 very strange. But going to be a hard game nonetheless, because let's be honest, you can't struggle to score when you've got them players there. We pause the game to fiddle around with our team. And then as it kicks off, this guy's... We basically see what this game is going to be like. This is Danny Rose, is again a little bit of a weird choice, but just the passing, even from Rose, but you'll see it in a sec when this ball goes back over. So I think Kevin De Bruyne, the pass, or it might be Hadji actually, let's see who he gives it to. It's Hadji. This pass, oh no, it is De Bruyne, I was right. That pass is ridiculous. First touch from 96 Ronaldo, and he smashed it top bins. At this point, I was just like, oh my god, I haven't even touched the ball yet. And he's already doing this. Yeah, but it actually turned out that he wasn't too amazing. He was decent at FIFA, and his team was an absolute god squad. But luckily for me, he wasn't the best at defending. And his defence itself wasn't actually that good. We were kind of all over him, to be honest with you, from corners. I mean, it seems like you mostly concede from your own corners, but we were getting very, very close to scoring. I thought that was in. And Arnautovic just didn't put the power on it. I double tapped it to make sure he got it low and didn't sky over the bar, which meant that there wasn't too much power on it. So a little bit annoying, but we do eventually make a nice bit of space. Herrera, that Rabona across back post, and there he is, big Arnautovic, bang, back of the net, 33rd minute, 34th minute, whichever way you want to count it, and it is back to 1-1. But corners. When you're playing against a 96 Ronaldo, a 99 Ronaldo, a Thierry Henry and stuff like that, it's just so hard not to concede from corners. It's actually ridiculous. And then potentially a little bit of dodgy defender by me. And again, Buffon, could he have done better there? That is 96 Ronaldo, but it's not the most incredible of shot. And that is the most bizarre of celebrations. But questions about Buffon, like I was saying. Would Farman have saved that? Probably, based on the Farmans that I play against that save every shot I take. But let me know what you think down in the comment section. Get a little bit lucky here, a bit of a dodgy pass. We're now down 3-2. Somehow it made its way to Herrera anyway. Salah playing a nice little 1-2. No, I'm not. I was looking for the 1-2, but we ended up giving it to Gabriel Jesus. And I basically just think, screw it. People do it to me. Why not do it back to them? Just have a pot shot, and it flew in the top bin. So maybe I need to do that a little bit more instead of trying to work the guaranteed low-driven shot underneath the goalie to get a goal. I feel like they've kind of nerfed it recently, and it's not being as reliable, but maybe we should just go for some screamers instead. So this guy kicked off, we immediately nicked the ball back from him and got straight back on the attack. It's 3-3, we're pushing on, 67th minute, looking for a goal. Again, Gabriel Jesus involved, gives it to Arnautovic, Arnautovic holds it up, gives it back to Gabriel Jesus, cuts back inside, flicks it back post, and there we go. Sané with the most unorthodox of bicycle kicks into the back of the net. Past his form. It was bizarre, but yeah. We're then kind of on the ropes, and it was very difficult to keep his team under the cosh, basically, because he had so many insane midfielders. But we just about got it away, got it lucky with that, and then a through ball to Salah. He's never going to miss. He's absolutely sick. He's probably the best card that I've used this FIFA so far, at least on this account, obviously, because I've used, like, Prime Henry and stuff on my main one. But Salah, that one to watch, is mad for 500k, or the 90 in form is mad for 500k. At this point, we've subbed on Mbappe and stuff like that. Just try and catch him on the counter again, because he was like all-out attack all over us. And a little bit of a tip for you guys when you come into positions like that. Everyone always drops in. Like, they try to predict what you're going to do, what the most efficient thing is. So if you just carry on running, you can just run past them. So we made it 6-3. This guy then, kick-off goal, runs down the pitch. Nice little reverse ball by Hadji. 1-2 with Ronaldo, and then it's a good job I was more than 1 goal up. If that last goal would have put me 1 goal ahead, I would have been fuming when that goal went in. But luckily, we were up by 3, and we ended up going on and winning the game 6-4. And what I think actually was a very deserved win, especially when you see most of my shots were from in the box and most of his shots were from out the box. So we did well, and that did put us 1 game or 1 win away from Gold 1 with, I think, 2 games remaining. But we bottled it. We couldn't get the wins. I would show you guys the games, but it was more just frustrating FIFA. We played one guy who was a sub who he was decent at FIFA, to be fair. His dribbling was horrendous to deal with. I swear he parked the bus, although he told me on Twitter he didn't. But it was, whatever he did, it was incredibly difficult to play against. It was one of them jobs where, yeah, this goalie is 4 at the back, is 2 CDMs and 1 of his cams back all the time. And then he just has his 3 forwards just stand on my centre-back's toes. And all he did was contain, defend, and then ping it up to... It was one of them games, but I need to learn to play against him a little bit better and maybe take more long shots and stuff like we've learned there. And I think the other one was a super team where he scored a screamer with Ronaldinho in the 90th minute, but whatever. Anyway, we got goal 2. Doesn't really matter too much considering we screwed it up with our other team. But this team is actually really, really good, really fun going forward, and probably the only weak link is potentially Benatia and definitely Buffon, which is very silly because Buffon is 89 rated, but that's just the way FIFA goes. So let me know what you think we could do to potentially fix this defense. What I was thinking is get a icon and get De Gea back, but that would cost me like 600,000 or 700,000 coins, which I don't have. I was thinking potentially Salah is going to go into player. In fact, he's already won Player of the Month. It got announced today. He's the PFA one. He's probably going to win the EA Sports one, which would make this card worth an absolute fortune because if it's exactly the same as Harry Kane, what they did is when someone wins their 2nd Player of the Month is they make the requirements that you have to trade in a special version of that player to get the next Player of the Month, which it's nice, and then you don't have to actually spend very many coins on the SBC, which is good because it made people who've done the first Harry Kane SBC and lost all their coins not get shafted by the fact that there's now a better one, because they could just trade that one in plus like 100k and get the upgraded version. So that's probably going to be the same thing for Salah, where you can trade in the special Salah that you got as the Player of the Month plus like a team worth 100,000 coins, and you get yourself the new Player of the Month Salah. But that does also mean people who haven't got that one and want the new one will need to buy a special Salah like this one, which makes them all very, very expensive. Every Inform Aguero, when his Player of the Month came out, went up to about 1.5, 1.6, 1.3 million, something stupid like that. Even the very, very, very lowest rated one. So what I'm thinking is when the Salah comes out, this is probably going to be worth about 800,000 or 900,000 coins. So what we could do is just sell it, because the Agueros all went back down in price a couple of weeks later. So you could sell them on, use the coins to upgrade our defence. In the meantime, get a normal Salah or a different right wing from the Prem just to fill in. And then in a week or so, once we've built our coins a little bit back up, and with the extra coins left because he'll sell for so much, we can just buy this card back when he goes back down in price. That's the logic anyway, and hopefully, while we're doing it, we're going to get ourselves some sick players in our marquee matchups packs, which will give us loads of coins to spend on new players anyway. So let me know what you think we should do with the team, how we should get a sick goalie. A Farman or a De Gea basically is what you need in your team on FIFA. So we could do it with Herbades, I think. Yeah, we could do it with Herbades, but Herbades is definitely worse than Benatia, so it's not... Oh no, we couldn't do it with Herbades because it wouldn't give Farm and full chem. We could do it with like Raul Albiol and use De Gea, could we? Yeah, because he gets a strong link to Alan, I think. But again, that's dead. You don't want Raul Albiol in your team in FUT Champs, so you've got to be a little bit clever about it. I was thinking the nicest way to do it would be either just to stick at any icon, the cheapest icon, I think it's like 85 Ferdinand or something like that here, and just put De Gea in goal. Or get the Matthias, that's a centre-back, because he's quite cheap, and put Farman in goal, because then he gets a strong link to him. Costs quite a lot of coins though, so let me know what you think. Unless we go and pack ourselves a Laurent Blanc or something now in our sick packs that we've got. So what have we got? 6 players, 5 gold, 3 rare. 12 players, 10 gold, 6 rare. Okay, that's the 35k pack. That's really good. And then a 25k pack. 12 players, 3 rares. Come on, give me something good. Okay, we've got a board. Nice. Is it a good board? No, it's Edin Dzeko. Alright, whatever. He's 84 rated. Trade him in for an SBC or something, or stick him on the market for a couple of thousand coins. And we got Schneiderlin. Okay, he's 83, so he'll be worth a few coins for some SBCs and stuff as well. Yeah, okay, so we've basically got our money back that we've paid for them couple of MLS players in these one pack. Yeah, okay, he's like 3k. There's like 5,000 coins worth of players there. That is not too shabby. We just traded in all the rubbish from our club, and we're going to get our club filled with other rubbish just by opening the packs. That's not too bad. Right, a gold players pack. What can we get in this one? Not a board, which is very annoying. All right. A rare. A Caicedo, is that? Yeah, it's 77 rated Caicedo. That's not particularly good from these marquee matchups. But, there you go. Just discard them. There's no point really selling players like that on. Let me know as well. We can do sniping and trading from the marquee matchups when the new one comes out. I think it's tomorrow or the next day. But you can also invest in them, so let me know what players you think I should be investing in. People do that, don't they? Like, predict the marquee matchups. Buy loads of the cheap, like, DC players and Orlando players, and then sell them on for, like, 3k and make a fortune. So let me know, because I've been very much absent from doing stuff like that. I need to get into investing, I need to get into trading, and let me know any other coin making methods you guys know down in the comments. Okay, these are tradables. So we got ourselves a tradable Kovacic. We can get traded in Ansaldi to do that SBC as well, so we've got him back. And we've just got one pack left of the good pack, so not the best marquee matchups unless this goes absolutely in with a mad player. Okay, we've got a board. We've got an inform. Come on! Who's this? Not the best. Not the best. I seen the Polish striker inform. I had dreams it could be Lewandowski, but I'm pretty sure he's not even in the team of the week. No, he's not. Okay, never mind. Whatever, we got ourselves an inform. That's pretty decent. He's worth like 10,000 coins at least. He's 82 rated, but he's not in the best. Okay, we got Kingsley Coman. Nice. All right, he's worth a couple of thousand coins. Very, very nice. This guy is probably worthless, but at least he discards for 10k. Yeah, he's worthless. Do you know what? That's all right. That's decent. Them marquee matchups aren't too bad. We invested 2,000 coins plus a load of junk in our club, and we filled the junk in our club back up and got like 20k worth of players back. So that's pretty decent. I mean, if we'd have been doing that every week since the start of FIFA, we'd be able to afford an icon. So that's my own fault, really, and that is why I'm an idiot. But that has been the start of a much improved grind, basically, for the Road to Glory. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Lots of stuff going on. Another video out tomorrow. Let me know which investments we should do from marquee matchups, and then if some of you guys know and are absolute geniuses, I can share it with the rest of us and we can all make some coins together. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.